Okay, so looking at an application of that then in this Tori Fune, this rowing exercise we do. So we tend to do that on a straight line, just going through the standard kind of one of it, of a forwards, backwards motion, moving my weight from the front foot to the back foot. And the purpose of it is to study how the motion of the body is moving the hands, okay? So I can do this in one dimension, okay, as in straight along the line and back again. So if you can imagine a ball just going backwards and forwards on one horizontal line. Okay, but at each end of that line then, there's a point where I'm stopped, stop, 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 stop. And I can inject more flow into it by putting a slight little loop into that where the ball is curving each time. So I come down just outside my right leg and then back slightly on the inside. So now, if you watch my hands, they're making a slightly more circular motion because I'm creating a very slight loop. Okay, so there's no jarring impact on the knee here because it's not stop, 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 stop. There's a flow to the movement. Or I can go the other way and flow. If I bring my hands more into this, you can see how there's a circular motion as opposed to a stop-start one just on one plane of motion. And the next thing I can bring into this then is, at this point, I'm holding my arms up with my shoulders here, or I might do it this way, and I'm using my shoulders to lift my hands. But if I bring not only the left-right axis into it, but the up-down axis, I can drop my pelvis and use that to raise my hands. So through the motion, there's very little tension in my shoulders, or no tension in my shoulders, really, used to raise and lift my hands. Okay, and I can put a step into this, and I've got a different way of looking at Tori Fune now, where it becomes a circling exercise on motion. So the application, like, this kind of makes more sense if you see it with a sword, maybe, that if I'm wanting to attack someone with a sword, I want to move in, but I don't want to get dead legged and have a stopping point where I've come to a complete rest. I want my entry to also be my exit. So I want to lunge in a way where I'm also making my exit. And the same if I want to defend and kind of parry a blade, I don't want to get stuck, because if I've defended myself properly, the person might be exposed now, and I want to take advantage of that. I don't want all my weight to be going backwards. So I want my defensive movement to be setting up my forward going attacking movement. So I want this energy to loop and be able to strike in. So on the strike I want to come out, and the back movement I want to go in empty hands situation. Yeah, so you can see it, like if I want to go in and strike, I want to be also coming out, and if I want to receive a blow, I want to have that movement. And so the interesting thing to me about this, it's taking an exercise like Tori Fune, which you could question, like what's the benefit of doing this at the start of each class? Is there a martial benefit? Is there a movement benefit? And it can become a way to study how to flow in motion in a way that creates really applicable footwork to a martial scenario.